Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to my channel one more time. Welcome back. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So this is going to be very interesting session, interesting video, simply because the reason for that is because I have found out something amazing. You know, before the Qiyamah comes, one of the major signs would be that the sun will be rising from the west, not from the east. Right now it's rising from the east, which is Japan, Indonesia, those places, the east, but it will be rising from the west, North America, Latin America. This is where the sun will be rising. Remember that hadith? This is what I will be talking to you about a little bit more before I take your question and inshallah I'll try my best to give you the answer. But this is what we want to talk about, because this thing is happening even though we are not realizing, even though we are so ignorant about it. But take a look at this one. Okay, I want you to take a look at this news, and I'm going to be showing you actually a map or a picture that will inshallah give you some good idea. So what is happening right now is the world's glaciers, they are melting at an accelerated rate according to a comprehensive new study. Why this is important for the sun to rise or the axis of the earth to be inverted? The reason for that is because once this ice will melt, the earth, the countries, the continents will shift from their places. So the continent that we see, for example, the American continent, that continent will shift to, instead of from the west, instead of the remaining in the west, it will go to the east. So once that happens, once this ice are melting at a rapid pace, at one point you will see that the whole earth, okay, take a look at this one, okay, you'll better have a better understanding. So this is how the earth axis will change. Okay, the earth spin axis is going to drift. So what we will eventually see, dear brothers and sisters, is that the sun is rising from America, not from Japan, not from those countries, rather from America, from North America and places like that, where I am right now. So subhanallah, this is happening right now, and this is a new report. Okay, this report that I just showed you, this is actually a very new report. It was published, I believe, yesterday. So this is a new study. So dear brothers and sisters, we have to be aware of that. Now the second video that I want to share with you is going to be this one. Now this video is an apocalyptic video. Wallahi, take a look.
A resident in New South Wales has uploaded footage of the terrifying experience to TikTok, where it's been viewed hundreds of thousands of times.
Look.
A flock of birds have been filmed taking over the town of Nowra in NSW. Like a scene out of the Alfred Hitchcock thriller The Birds, thousands of gorillas have been filmed gathering on the streets every single day according to locals.
Wow.
And video shows them on the road, people's houses and front lawns.
Okay, so this is not happening just once, in the entire year. It looks like it is happening almost every day. This is what this guy is saying. These are birds in Australia. They're flocking to onto this town of New South Wales, and it looks like straight from Hollywood movie,
The
right?
shocking incident was filmed on Tuesday night at Jindalee Crescent in Nowra. Footage shows hundreds of the birds landing on roofs and nature strips. Many sought refuge on power lines and on top of residents' cars. Corellas are native to Australia and are known for their destructive behavior. They often destroy crops and gardens in the search for food, causing heartache for farmers. Viewers said the nightmarish scene resembled the crow attack scene in Alfred Hitchcock's movie The Birds.
Okay, so dear brothers, the reason I showed you is because wallahi, this is something very scary and unbelievable. Like, these things are happening. We have seen this actually bird flocking in another country. I think it was like somewhere in the Middle East. There were like, in the States actually, there was like crows coming and gathering like in massive numbers. Okay, in massive numbers. This is just amazing. Okay, so first question I have, Hamud Habibi, assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam. Khalid Miftah, how to prevent Western world aerial bombing in Muslim lands, civilian spot? This is something ongoing. A lot of human rights, they are talking about it. Muslims are talking about it. We are talking about it. but looks like they are now actually changing their focus. The good thing is they are changing their focus. They are done with Muslims. Now they're going after China. If you know, it actually have reminded me something very important. You know, Navy SEAL, that special forces of U.S. Army, Navy SEAL, they are now actually being focused on China and Russia. They are not focused on this, Muslim people, finding Muslims. They're not looking for Muslims anymore. Subhanallah. They're done with Muslims. They're now going for something else. Could the sun rise from the west by symbolic? Because the ulama said, brother Hamud Habibi, the ulama said, when we know a hadith, we have to take it literally. Okay, we have to take it literally unless there is evidence otherwise. So if you find a hadith that talks about, let's say, donkey, for example, Dajjal will be riding on a donkey. Yes, you can say that means aeroplane, but right now we cannot say that because he did not come. We do not know exactly what kind of vehicle he will use. So we take the hadith literally. So sun rising from the west is something we have to take literally. Whether it is symbolic, metaphorical, we do not know unless that happens. And for now, we believe that the sun will be rising from the west. Then Khalid, we can, bro. It's meant to be that way. We have seen evidence. Hamud Habibi. So again, the point here is that the Navy SEAL, the U.S. Navy SEAL that I was just mentioning, this team, these special forces, they are now focused more on the Western, on China and Russia. Okay, so wrong interpretation doesn't count as a sin, right? No, because brother Hamud, if you are interpreting a hadith whichever way you want, you will not commit any sin, because ulama said this hadith, end of time hadith, they are very subjective. You do not know. None of the ulama knows. Even the Prophet himself, he did not know when the hour will be established. So if you make any prediction, if you make any wrong guess, you are not sinful. It is absolutely fine with the hadith that talks about future events. So you can say, well, maybe this is how it will be played out. You will be absolutely okay. There's no wrong with that. Assalamu alaikum, Sahan official. Wa alaikum assalam. So these are some of the things that I wanted to mention to you. Again, as I said in the beginning, the earth is shifting. The axis of the earth is shifting, and at one point we might see actually the sun rising from the west, and which will be a major sign for the day of judgment. So I want to play the video a little bit more
Birds
here.
have been filmed taking over the town of Nowra in NSW. Like a scene out of the Alfred Hitchcock thriller The Birds, thousands of gorillas have been filmed gathering on the streets every single day according to locals, and video shows them on the road, people's houses and front lawns. The shocking incident was filmed on Tuesday night.
Okay, so the brother, he's saying that this evidences, this signs of the end of time will be real. We are, dear brothers and sisters, we are being prepared for it. This is nothing happening haphazardly. All of the things that you see in the universe, in our world, on earth, with the climate change, whatever you see, okay, these are all planned by Allah Azza wa Jal. They're not happening just random things. These are all planned, and Rasulullah, he already prophesied about them. A lot of them are being fulfilled, a lot of them are not being fulfilled, but they will come true. Subhanallah. And you saw the news of Saudi Arabia. Which news, I'm not sure. Slowly the prediction are gonna real. We are in the end of time. We are end of time, because when Dawood alayhi salam, when Adam alayhi salam was shown Dawood alayhi salam, Adam alayhi salam was told by Allah Azza wa Jal that this son of yours will come at the end of time. So Dawood alayhi salam came end of time. And so you can imagine where we are right now. We're very close. But Allahu Alam, again, we can only say we are close. We do not know exactly where we are in terms of the the actual event to take place. But there are many hadith that I want to share with you, inshallah, in the future videos, where we can talk about the events that will come true at the end of time. Brother, what is your prediction of what year Mahdi will come? Rain and flooding. Yeah, rain and flooding in Saudi Arabia. That's a good point actually. I have seen the rain in Mecca. They had like plenty of rain. I mean, subhanallah, these rain are so unique, to say the least. That all of the Muslims from around the world, they notice that these rain are unique because we normally don't see that kind of rain coming, pouring down on the Muslims while they're praying, Ramadan, Tarawih. But something, of course, we can all take notice because this is also been prophesized. That I know that Saudi Arabia, they do get rain, but imagine yourself like in the middle of the desert, rain at at that level is something very, very unique. Do you think Sunrise and Shia should unite, and how? Oh, Sunnis and Shia. Raised by Sunnis and Shias. One, if you want them to be united, like it's very, very complicated, because Shia, they're divided into many sects. Within Shia, there are a lot of different beliefs. Some they curse Abu Bakr and Umar. Some they say, no, it's okay, not a big deal. Some others, they say, well, Quran was changed. Some others say, no, Quran was not changed. So how to unite the Shia? They need to be united first themselves. They need to be united themselves. In Sunni, like we have, different sects too. But our belief is basically the same. The Sunni, in general, we are all the same. We believe the Quran was never changed. We love Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Ali. We just have like some innovations like bid'ah taking place, some practices that are evil, but in general Sunnis are not divided on principle. But the Shia, they divided like big time, even in their belief, Aqidah, they are divided. So Shia needs to unite first, and then maybe they will unite with the Sunni. France is trying to oppress Muslim. Wake up, people. I'm always watching your videos from the day. Jazakallah, brother, do you know about the hadith where two eclipses will happen in the same month of Ramadan, Mahdi? This is something I have never come across, brother Hamoud Habibi. The Mahdi coming in the month of Ramadan when there will be sun, eclipsing. I have never come across this hadith. If you want to share that hadith, that would be great. But I want to tell you this. These are all kind of like superstition, okay? These are not true simply because these things, this natural, event, this phenomena of the sun and the moon eclipsing, it happens all the time. Doesn't mean anything really. For you to know when the Mahdi will appear, you need to read the hadith and the sign that will appear before the coming of the Mahdi. So Ramadan, sun and moon and those things, personally, to me, it doesn't appeal at all. Yes, I do, brother. That happens in 2004. That's why I think Mahdi is born already. Mahdi is born already or not, that is something, the matter of the ghaib. We do not know. So if you say he's born, you can say it, but you have no proof. So you are only going to end up hurting yourself, because you are setting up expectation that he's coming in this year, that year he's born. But Allah Alam, at the end of the day, we do not know. Allah Alam, we do not know. I am Shia, and that's not true. A minority among Shia differ. Yes, Shia, this is the problem. You are coming up with your new theories. Eddie Walker. I do not know how come you become Shia. What is your name? Eddie Walker. A minority among Shia differ. Minority among Shia differ. I talk to Shia people. I did not talk actually. I actually talked to a brother who is from that part of the world, and he told me how divided Shia is. So, brother, I need to understand this. What do you want to? And after the Malhama, will Muslim be better off or worse off before the Mahdi comes? After the Malhama, this will take place during the time of Mahdi. So this is after the Malhama, the situation of the Muslim Ummah will change, and it will be really, really good. There will be a lot of ghanima, buri, war buri, in the hand of the Muslims. The Mahdi will give and he will not count. So those things will happen once the Malhama is taking place. So all the treasure of the earth that you see today will be at the hand of the Mahdi. And so the Muslims will enjoy a very prosperous, very comfortable life during the time of the Mahdi, until Dajjal will appear, and then there will be a fitna. And then Hamud, okay, I do not know. That Kutsni, if you can just quote me the hadith, that will be great, brother Hamud. See, Hayatu Sahaba, Shia are not lying about the truth. I do not know. Shia, what truth you're talking about? About Shia, they curse the Sahaba, and Allah Azza wa Jal praised them in the Quran about the Sahaba. So how come you guys are not lying? Abu Bakr was mentioned in the Quran indirectly. Allah is praising Abu Bakr and calling him as the companion of the Prophet, and you guys are cursing him. So no, those arguments will not hold. Also in the Malhama, one hadith says the Muslims will fight with the Romans against a common enemy. Maybe this could be, again, I'm not 100% sure about the common enemy that the Muslims and the Romans will fight, because all I know from the hadith is that there is nothing called a common enemy. We are fighting the Romans. Yes, there will be truce. There will come a time when Muslim and Roman will not fight. They will, sign an agreement, but after that, the agreement will be broken, and the Muslim will go back to fight the Romans. If this means they will be fighting a common enemy, I don't think so. Where are you from? And then if you receive gold, AI transform. And yesterday, I've never seen the type of earthquake in India. Will you vaccine, brother? I'm scared to take vaccine. Yes, the vaccine is something we do not talk on this channel because of disinformation. YouTube is very, very strict with that. Yes, go ahead and take the vaccine because it's going to save your life. If not, then it will save others' life. Because if you are, inshallah, cured, if you're vaccinated, if you're not spreading germ, then other people will benefit from it. So yeah, we should take the vaccine. I'll let you go, inshallah. Jazakallah khair for tuning in. If you have any more questions, please leave those questions in the comment section below. I might not be able to reply all of your comments because there are tons of them, but I do see all of your comments. Okay, I do see that. So inshallah, we will talk about that more. Jazakallah khair again for tuning in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.